Okay, more Dream Daddy. I think that's where we are.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I love that. Welcome. You've got dads. Let's see. Okay, we've already done Damien. Let's check out Craig. Wait, didn't we already do Craig? Let's message him. Dad tip number 77, don't smoke. Shave with the grain. I wonder what Craig's up to today. I navigate to Craig's dad book page and type out a message. Hey bro, or should I say neighbor? Let's catch up like old times. A couple moments pass before I hear a ding on the computer. It's a message from Craig. That was quick. Bro, my man, let's definitely hang out soon. Might be a little different from our old weekend-long benders, but it'll still be fun. I think for a moment, this could be a fun opportunity to see my old buddy in his new element. We exchange a couple more messages, and he logs off to prep for the game. I should see if Amanda wants to join me. I walk over to Amanda's room and knock on the door. Yo, Manda Panda! I open the door and find Amanda sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by magazines and newspaper clippings. She seems to be making some sort of art piece. What you working on? Just a collage for class. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future. I take a closer look at her collage. That's a lot of dogs. It's mostly dogs, yeah. Did you need something? Craig invited us over for a softball game. Wanna go? Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you bought me all the gear and then you took me to the first game and then someone hit a ball towards me and I just ran off the field crying? And then you hid in the dugout and would scream if I tried to pick you up. Yes. I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic sentient softball. So does that mean you don't want to go? Amanda gets up and looks at me dead in the eye, determined. I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this. Amanda and I take the short drive out to the local softball field. For a kid's softball game, it's pretty packed. We clamber up the beaches and take our seats in the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere.
Dad.
So when do the kids start crying and running off the field? You know that your relationship with softball is different from everyone else's relation with softball. Okay, but I don't see some kids crying. Okay, but if I don't see some kids crying, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. For nostalgia purposes, of course. Not because I take joy out of kids fighting for my amusement. Definitely not that. The game starts and kids run out into the field. I see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has River strapped to his chest as per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks across the field. I guess that's the mascot. Reading the kids' brightly colored jerseys, I see that it's the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks?
Oh, man.
Choke up the bat, Miranda! Yeah, Miranda, square up! How much do you know about softball? Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard despite their name. But yelling is fun. Give it a shot. It's cathartic. Keep your eye on the ball. What's important is that you're having fun. What are you willing to sacrifice to win? Keep your eye on the ball. And also, an eye on the bat. And the outfield. And the other players. Just keep your eye on all that stuff simultaneously. Nice. We watch a couple of innings of softball. They aren't ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig trained his team pretty well. It seems like he's really good with kids. Keg stand Craig is good with children. Whoa. It's amazing how hard they're hitting the ball and how no one else has run off the field crying yet. Amanda, dear, you have to let go. Let what go? I'm perfectly fine. The opposing team is up to bat. They hit a fly ball out into center field. The tiny girl tries to get under the ball, but it misses her glove and hits her straight in the forehead. See, it's completely justifiable fear. The girl plops down on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checking her forehead and comforting her until her parents arrive. He carries her off the field as she sobs. Man, it's strange to think about how this was the guy who once backflipped off of a roof and into a pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now. The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit, and we watch a couple of more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the 9th inning. The Ocelots seem to have given up by this point. I see one outfielder eating a fistful of grass. A batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow the trajectory and... oh no, it's coming right for me. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I close my eyes and brace for impact. I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement. I got the ball. You saved me.
Yeah.
I got the ball. Dad, I caught the ball. You did it, Amanda. I faced my fears. I defeated the softball. I can do anything. Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else watching really understood. I'm proud of you, kiddo. The game ends and Craig's team are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands. Great job, everyone. We walk over to the dugout to congratulate Craig, who's standing with some of the parents. Craig, great work, man. Thanks. We've been working hard all season, and it's great to see it paying off. I'm so proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Briar and Hazel? Hello. Hey, killer playing out there. Yeah, you guys rule. Thank you. You guys are twins, huh? So which one of you is the evil one? Hazel. Yeah, it's me. Good looking out. Do you guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but I think if I did, I'd be doing it constantly. Yeah, I take all our math tests. And I usually throw rocks at stuff, and when people get mad, I tell them I'm Briar. What? We will talk about this later. John, bro, I just got a couple more things to clean up, then we can hang out. Sounds good. Just then, one of the moms jumps into the conversation. Not so fast. We have to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm taking the whole team to get pizza. Oh, I don't know if I can. Nonsense. The girls won. What sort of celebration could we have without their fearless leader? She lays her hand on his shoulder and gives him goo-goo eyes. Man, this mom is laying it on thick. Amanda and I share a look. All right. Is it cool if my bro comes along? Mom looks slightly put out, but covers it up with a smile. Of course. Where are we going? Thirsty's Pizza? What? What? It's a real place. An endless stream of girls clad in softball gear pile out of a minivan and into the local pizza buffet, which is actually called Thirsty's Pizza. Amanda and I trail behind them with Craig. Reminds me of all the awful pizza we put into our bodies back in the day. Remember how we used to just fold whole pies in half and then put taco fillings inside? Ah, pizzacos! I could never forget. How did we survive college? Our bodies were younger back then, more elastic, more able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us. The good old days. The kids run around playing arcade games and eating greasy pizza. Amanda and I jump on a couple of slices of mediocre pizza. Hey, give me a piece of that. No, absolutely not. I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salad here. Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda. Dad. A different mom walks up to us, talking to Craig as if we weren't even there. Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me every day how great you are. Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own. It's been so hard since Daniel left. I'm glad to know that my children have a strong male role model in their lives. Amanda and I look at each other again. Craig gets it from all angles, huh? Craig smiles sheepishly.
I don't know.
Thank you so much, dude. Craig holds his fist up for a fist bump from the mom in what I think is a maneuver to lighten the conversation. He looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here. Create a diversion, tag team with Amanda, smokescreen Martha. Let's tag team with Amanda. I give Amanda another knowing look, and she hits me back with a nod. She understands. Amanda puts a hand to her stomach and looks at me with puppy dog eyes. Dad, I don't feel so good. I think I ate too much pizza. Oh no, sweetie. You're not gonna projectile vomit everywhere, are you? Yeah, I think I'm gonna projectile vomit everywhere right now. The words projectile vomit and right now usually seem to get everyone to clear out, but Martha's not budging. Back it up, Martha. You're in the splash zone. I drank a lot of orange juice this morning and I feel pretty acidic. You'll be fine. Amanda shoots me a worried look. This con is going sideways. I should have known that a mom of all people would know the fake puke scam. Well, I guess it went away and I'm fine now and nothing's wrong. She turns her back to me to talk to Craig. So I'm taking Hazel and Briar tonight for a sleepover? Yep, they're pretty excited about it. You'll keep them out of trouble, right? Oh, of course. But I could always use help watching after everyone tonight, if you're not doing anything. Wow, this lady is really going for gold. It'll actually be nice to have a night to myself and River, but thanks for the invite. Martha, you might want to grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into a coin slot. Martha angrily turns her attention toward her daughter. Tiffany, not another arcade machine, I swear, if we have to buy it. Martha storms off towards her kid. She seems nice. Yeah, the team is one big weird family. Takes all sorts, right? Tiffany, don't eat the tokens! Tiffany's a stellar hitter. Phew. I finally think I have time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, huh?
Nice.
Only on days like today, I hope. Dad. Hey, girls. Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR? We told Ariana's dad that you could destroy him on the dance mat. Please help.
Oh, man.
Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore. But Dad... Craig looks at me like a hurt puppy. Sorry, dudes. Duty calls. I promise we'll catch up in a bit. It's all good, buddy. Craig runs off with his daughters and I'm left alone with mine. Man, I was really hoping to hang out with Craig more today, but it seems like he's getting dragged in every direction. It definitely wasn't like this in college. I feel like we might be third wheels here. There's worse places than an arcade to be left to your own devices. You're right. Want to drop some coin on pinball? You know it. Amanda and I pull up to a machine that's feeling pretty hot. Wait, what? Okay, sorry. Let me go back. Amanda and I pull up to a machine that's feeling pretty hot and get to work. I'm a little rusty, but the pinball wizard within me will never die. I pull out a decent score and then challenge Amanda to top mine. And immediately she gets multi-ball. Looks like she takes after her father. You're pretty good.
Dad.
Don't patronize me. Hey, just trying to pay a compliment. Amanda shushes me. Shh. She's in her zen zone. She fights valiantly, racking up points by the millions. She's this close to beating my score, but I feel honored just being able to watch her. You're friends with Craig, right? Janet from earlier walks up and leans on the pinball machine. Yeah, we went to college together. Please don't lean on my thing. Huh, that's so interesting. So do you know if he's, like, available? Oh, I honestly don't know if I could say... Seriously, you're gonna make it tilt. Because it's just... It seems like so much work to watch after his kids. Don't you think it'd be great if he... Lady, I swear to God. All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt. You stone harpy. What?
Ugh.
I said I have to go over there now and... Ooh, sorry, my voice cracked. I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth so I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings. Amanda?
Hey.
Bro. What's going on?
Oh.
Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here, we're stuck here for the rest of the night. I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes with Craig. We head out to the pizza place. Finally. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home. Oh snap, Amanda's like leaving them to their own devices. Here we go. I'm gonna drink some water so my voice hopefully won't keep cracking. Also, I hope my volume is okay. I moved my mic and kind of rearranged my desk a little so that hopefully, I don't know, I'm not like crunched over my desk, like hunched over, because I was like sitting not to the back of my chair. So I'm like, maybe if I readjust some things, I won't have to do that. But yeah, okay, back to the game. Hope you don't mind me bringing you back here, bro. Oh, they're back at the soccer field. Not all, dude. It's good to finally get you. Oh my gosh. It's good to finally get you all to myself for a second. I don't know how to do a baby burp, but river burps. Well, almost all to myself. Hold up. Craig walks over to the trunk of his car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball.
Oh.
Up for some catch? This might be less catch and more you throwing a ball and me running after it, but sure. We stand in the middle of an empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth. I have a cooler in my car that we could grab, but there's only juice boxes in there. Man, fatherhood is strange. You're telling me. I can't believe I'm looking back at on my keg stand Craig days and reminiscing about it. Those were some good times. I don't know anyone else who could pull off that rare horizontal keg stand. Whoa, what? Horizontal keg stand, my man. You have some serious muscles. It was a feat of discipline, bro. Trust me. I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long. I don't even know where to begin. Ask about coaching softball, ask about the business, ask about the kids. That's enough for now. Let's ask about the business. So you run a business now?
Bro.
Yep. We sell fitness gear, imports and exports mostly, but we're coming up with our own line of athleisure wear soon. I nod. I mostly use my sweatpants for watching TV and not, sweating. Sounds like he'd make a killing. If you ever need athletic gear, I've got your back. You could sponsor me. I'll rep your athleisure wear brand while I mow my lawn. That's the glamorous lifestyle we're catering to, yes. Let's ask about coaching softball. So is softball coach the life you want, or was it the life that was thrust upon you?
Oh.
I'll admit that I was hesitant at first. Briar and Hazel had so much energy that we just had to get them into sports, but no one was there to run the team. The more I did it, the more I saw how much it meant to the girls. I'm worried they'd be a riot if I quit. I would also be afraid of a bunch of tiny children with metal bats.
I don't know.
They're quick and they work as a team. I've trained them too well. They'd take you down like a pack of velociraptors on a T-Rex. Exactly. Let's ask about the kids. I can't believe you're a father of 3.
Oh.
Neither can I. You know me. I'm an indecisive person. You switched your major 4 times. Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. But raising kids, when Briar and Hazel were born, it all finally made sense. It was like all the time I had spent trying to figure things out led to them. I couldn't be happier about it. I don't think I've ever cared about anything as much as I care about them. I had the exact same feeling when Amanda was born. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. It could be the only thing that ever happened to me, and I would still be proud of the life I lived. It's nice out here. Quiet. Must be good to get away from all the softball moms for a bit, huh? Christ, Janet. Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that? Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad. Yikes.
I don't know.
I'm just so not interested. Well, what are you interested in?
Oh. Oh.
Peace and quiet. That hot silence.
Hey.
My ultimate sensual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday. But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even if I wanted to. There's no time.
I don't know.
And I feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger into my girls' lives. They've already been through so much. I can't put them through that. Buddy, I hear you. So, the moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority. You're doing a great job. The right person will come along eventually. Hit softballs, don't get hit on by moms. Let's see. Let's tell him he's doing a great job. Those kids love you. And to add to that, the whole team loves you. I think you got this dad thing down. Thanks, bro. That means a lot coming from you. While I'm distracted, I miss the softball and it hits me right on the head. Wow, that hurts. Amanda was right all along. Sorry, dude. Craig runs over to me. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, let me do the dad thing for a second. Craig spends a moment examining my head. It's worse than I thought. Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better. You would be so lucky. That was planned. I mean, kissing is for the weak. Let's go with that's planned. You probably don't teach the more advanced techniques to the little leaguers, but Babe Ruth used to catch balls with his teeth all the time. I still got it. Ha, maybe they'll learn it in high school. I get up and dust myself off. River yawns. Hey, little buddy, you must be getting tired, huh? Hate to say it, but I should probably head out. Sorry things are so... You get older and life just kind of gets in the way, huh? We start walking back to the parking lot. Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by a helicopter?
Nice.
How could I forget? You and me hopped over the concrete wall to get away. But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked. Oh man, yeah. Could you imagine the look on our faces? We just walked straight past them, like we were out for a stroll. And not knowing that we were at the party, they started joking with us about what a big bust it was. We had to talk with them for 30 minutes. You told them you were interested in joining the academy. And they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life. Man, college. Good old days, right? We get back to our cars. Craig pulls me into a hug, or at least as much of a hug as he can manage with a baby between us. Never enough time, huh? Guess not. Let me make it up to you. Let's hang out soon, yeah? I'd like that. I yawn as I walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over her collage, glue stick in hand. Burning the midnight art oil? Figured I might do something productive between episodes of Shark Hunter lip sync battles. Do the shark lip sync battle? Do the sharks lip sync or do the shark hunters lip sync? Yes. I look over her shoulder at the collage. Amanda, this is some good art. Look at this good art you made. Thanks. I'm just about done. Like before, it's still a lot of dogs. In one corner is a giant pile of cash, and in the other, it's... Amanda, is that me? Yep. The whole thing is about my goals for the future, and those are basically just to sit on a giant pile of money with my 20 dogs and also have a strong and mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood. Oh, now you've done it. Get ready to watch your dad cry. Here it comes. It's happening. Aw, Dad. You did this with your good art. She pats me on the back. Hey, how was your hanging out with Craig? I wipe a tear from my eye. It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy. Yeah, dude, the softball life isn't for quitters. Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How's it feel? I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often. Oh yeah? How about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice? Dare I say, parallel parking?
Ah.
Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it. Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Take care of the late night television for me, alright? I'll let them know you said hey.
That was a great date.
Oh, apparently we had a good date with Craig. Yay!
Welcome. You've got dads.
Welcome, you've got dads. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and like maybe just go on a first date with all of them. And then we're going to narrow down our dad options. Oh, whoops. There we go. Don't use metal utensils on non-stick frying pans. Managing debt is just part of being an adult. Okay, to be honest, I'm not sure that I knew you're not supposed to use metal utensils in a non-stick frying pan. But now I know. I assume it's because it scrapes off the non-stick coating, right? Oh, excuse me. The more you know. I navigate to Matt's dad book page and type out a message. Hey man, great getting to see you at the barbecue. We should definitely hang out soon. You free later? A minute or two later, I hear a ding and see Matt's response. Hey dude, I'd be so down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at the Sound Garden. Wanna come out? I think for a moment. What's a Sound Garden? It's a concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. Oh man, I haven't been to a real concert since Amanda was born. Am I ready for this? While I'm thinking, another message pops up on the screen. Pup is playing tonight. Cool little indie pop punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. I didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. Whatever, let's get out of our comfort zone. I log off of Dad Book and think for a second. Wait, when was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtrack decades through memories of denim jean jackets and moral panic over teenagers turning to the occult. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. Oh god, I thought it was so cool. Oh god, other people thought it was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envision all of the airbrushed vans in the parking lot. Man, how did I survive the 80s? Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? I spend most of the day pacing around the house and thinking about my relationship with coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool, at least relative to a bunch of other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door, just getting home from school.
Oh.
Anyway, what's up? Amanda, how do I be cool? Let me put on a pot of coffee first. This is gonna be a long night. No, seriously. Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born.
Oh.
Yeah, you have. You took me to one when I was 12, remember? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by a memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh God. I tried so hard to forget.
Huh.
The one where I had to camp out with you in line so that you could get a good spot, and then you cried and screamed the whole time? Dad, it was so much more than that, and I'm not even ashamed to say that. Oh, you're not ashamed? You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of all those dancing boys kissing in your trapper keeper. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot, and you'll fit in. Well, it's a smaller place, and I think Matt mentioned that they're a punk band? Like DIY gutter punk? Thrash? Straight edge? Come on, Dad, give me something to work with here. Are they post-punk, proto-punk, C-punk, Jeremy punk? What's Jeremy punk? I made that one up to see if you would catch it. See if I could get away with it. They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said they're Canadian punk? Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It becomes so much more than just counterculture rebellion. What I'm trying to say is, just enjoy the music. That's it? I mean, yeah. It's not like you're gonna jump into a mosh pit or anything. Well, that's comforting. And if a strange dude in a Set Your Goals hoodie offers to buy you merch, don't accept. And definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterward where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row. What? Never mind. Just have a blast tonight. I show up to the Coffee and Spoon at 8 in what I hope is concert appropriate attire. I see Matt out front, locking the door to the shop. Hey, you made it! Ready for tonight? Well, it's been a while. Yes, of course, I definitely know what I'm talking about. Ready? I was born ready. Oh my gosh. I feel like he would say something this corny. Ready? I was born ready. Any situation, any outcome, I can handle it. I sleep with one eye open. I'm prepared to kill. Are you? Oh, he didn't like that. He didn't like that answer. Aw man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for. Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everybody holds signs and scream cries? Yeah. I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong. But dude, I get to take you to your first concert in a long time. This is gonna be awesome. Just hang with me, John, and you'll be good. This scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question. Shoot. What is scene? Matt lets out a tiny laugh. Sorry. It's just weird because scene can describe a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who likes the same genre, but it can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they were into. Matt looks off into middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing. You'll get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end of the bar, at one end and a bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. I am suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me when we both grow older? Wait, is C-punk actually a genre? Matt, you made it!
What?
A younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me, shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too.
Hey,
I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. Me too, my man, me too. Like, literally. Do you always enjoy curling up on a patch of sunlight to take a nap? Aww.
hey,
That's my favorite thing to do. A couple of other people notice that Matt's in the crowd and yell, hey, as well.
hey.
Matt waves and hugs a couple people. He seems really in his element here. Matt turns his attention back to me. I am so afraid of all these people. Oh. Let's go grab a beer. Matt and I line up in the bar in the back where a couple of older concert goers hang out. A couple of people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him. Seems like you're a popular guy out here.
Oh,
Yeah. I go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot. But it's times like these when I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about. And then I become keenly aware of where my hands are. And that there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. God damn it, where do I put my tongue? See? Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes, and I still think you're charming and funny. Just you wait. We grab our drinks. This scene really seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit that they listen to it. Let's check out the merch. Matt and I walk over to a small booth in the corner of the room where a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops up to the chair. Step on up. Get your merch here. I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got all the gifts and accoutrements a discerning concert goer of considerable taste might want. You! I gesture to myself, my face flushing red. Yes, you! You look like a fellow who knows their music. How's about a fine 12-inch long playing vinyl record made and distributed by Pup, Canada's premier pop punk... oh my gosh, that's a lot of P's. Canada's premier punk rock outfit. Tally ho, good sir, please stop yelling at me. Please stop yelling at me. I'm already kind of on edge because this is an unfamiliar place and I don't know anybody here, and I would appreciate it if you could stop singling me out. And I'm sure you're cool, but it's making me a little uncomfortable. The kid immediately hops down off the chair. You got it. Sorry about that. I just get really excited about salesmanship. I can't relate, but I appreciate your enthusiasm nonetheless. Hey, Pablo. Your friend looked lost, so I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt? Day by day, buddy. They do that thing where they high-five but also turn it into a hug. Your mom doing better? She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I could make that connect. And have to deal with you every day? Fair enough. Who's your bud? That's John. Thought I'd bring him out to a concert. Thought I'd bring out... oh, my bad. That's John. Thought I'd bring out a concert pal. Pablo leans close to Matt. Is John cool? Matt eyes me. I eye him back. Cracks a smile.
Oh.
Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude! I'm not sure what to say, but give the courtesy 2 pats on the back, as if customary in our society for people you don't know super well, but still want to be friendly to.
Hey.
Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of a bass. Yeah, man. When are we starting our witch house band?
Hey.
You know I'm out of the game. It's a shame. You know Vacant Bell would have slayed. It'll slay once you start actually making music instead of just printing a bunch of band shirts. We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice. Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close. Matt and I walk over to the stage where a crowd begins to form. Band walks on stage and picks up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. Hey, what's up, everyone? We're Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, these guys. What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most cacophonous noise I've ever heard. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything. He just hands me earplugs. Thanks! I put the earplugs in, and whatever the hell is assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what really matters. Jesus, did the cellist just break his bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever. There's no breaks in the song, and I think one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turn to Matt and try to start a conversation. So you go to a lot of these concerts out here, huh? What? Ask again. So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? Drop it. Oh, whoops. I asked it again. Okay, well, apparently you heard it that time. Matt turns his attention back to the show. He can't hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the music. Okay. No, this is impossible. How long have they been playing this same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually, the set ends, but only after the drummer sprains his ankle during a saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage crying. Matt and I both pull our earplugs out. Man, that was something. I promise Pup is much better. I just have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answer to. Oh yeah, he sprains his ankle at every show. They were being real about that. Let's grab another beer. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. It's getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beers and I try to follow Matt back to our spot, but there are so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throngs of excited concert goers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I ever gonna find Matt here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I going to see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly, a hand reaches out to grab me. It's Matt.
Hey.
Almost lost you, buddy. Whew. I got really nervous there for a second.
Hey.
You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back toward the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little. We finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. Busy place, huh?
Hey,
Yeah, Pup really brings out a crowd. So you go to concerts a lot? Oh yeah, it's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I think it's one thing to listen to music and connect with it, but when you're in a room full of people connecting with the music just the same way you are, that's magic. I suddenly have the urge to pee. Curse this tiny dab bladder. I've never heard it put that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee. Hurry up, man. They're about to go on. I squeezed my way out of the crowd toward the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beauty videos in the bathroom. She had an eyeliner wing going halfway across her face, which was actually a pretty good look. I'm so proud of her. I make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person restrooms with a line forming outside. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap. The people that were initially milling around the venue all crowd up against the stage as Pup plays their first song. How am I ever gonna find Matt now? Everyone's rushing to the main stage to watch Pup play. I'm sure Matt will be up there too. I gotta get there without being trampled by all those rowdy youths. Avoid the youth? How am I supposed to avoid the youth? Oh, crap. Oh, okay. Can I just go this way? Oh, nope, not. What? Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, no. This way? What? Oh my god, that's funny. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Crap! No! I'm stuck! Shit! No, no, no! No, I'm stuck! Okay, so apparently you can't go that way. Yeah, I failed. Oh, no. You tried! And this song kind of slaps for it being the song that fills in for the fact that apparently there's licensed music here. Let's go. Mm. Mm-mm. 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 Mm-mm.
Footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out. It's a really good video.
This is fantastic. Okay, after searching and searching, I realize it's impossible. I'll never be able to find Matt in the sea of subculture. I guess I'll just camp out here. I watch Pup set by my lonesome, out next to a bunch of hip 20-somethings. I can tell they're judging my clothes, and I want so badly to grab them by their shoulders and explain the usefulness of utility pockets, but I try to focus on the concert. Man, I wish Matt were here. The show finally ends and I wait for Matt outside. After a minute or two, Matt spots me. Dude! You sure are a sight for sore eyes. Sorry I lost you back there. It's all good. Wasn't it a great show? Totally. Would have been more fun with you, though. Well, next time I guess we'll just have to hold hands the entire show so we don't lose each other, huh? Am I blushing? You hungry? Starving. Follow me. Matt and I walk into a tiny diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in a corner booth.
Yeah, sounds great.
So there I am in a pit trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seeing red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering over to me, and there's nowhere to go.
Oh.
It's the end for me, right? Then out of nowhere, I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms. And just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face.
Oh.
Bought him a beer afterward, and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out.
Hey.
Yeah, man, it just goes to show you that Punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. So how'd you get to see all those amazing concerts?
Hey.
Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it got us to travel all over the states. Whoa.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, we were poor and we had to scrape a lot together just to survive. But I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything.
Hey.
But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid.
Oh.
Oh man, everyone loves Pablo. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough for both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out whenever I can. It's really nice of you.
Hey.
Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy.
Hey.
It'll be loud and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all of my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever it is that she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I think it would be good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together.
Hey.
Like what? Fashion, consumerism, big budget remakes of foreign films. Oh, let's go with that one. Reading subtitles isn't even that hard. I think we just have to strive as a society to be okay with reading subtitles. He and I laugh. We keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot.
Oh.
Man,
Hey.
being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I've never really considered myself an extrovert and never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation always.
Hey.
You're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to, you know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up our late night dinners and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac, back to our respective houses.
Hey.
Tonight was a blast, man. Loved it. Although I'm probably gonna feel it in my knees in the morning. You and me both. I don't usually like going to these things alone. It was really cool to have you there with me. I'm glad.
Oh.
Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. He called me cool. Matt called me cool. I walk into the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head out from the room. Hey Pops, how was the show? Matt thinks I'm cool. You don't say. Give me a second. Water break. Panda Panda, Matt thinks I'm cool. Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow, I just got dunked on by my own child. Unbelievable. Alright, I'm hitting the hay pops. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo.
Yeah, man, that was some great stuff out there.
Yeah, I should have known that date wasn't going to go well by the simple fact that I couldn't even like get through the crowd. I couldn't do the like crowd mini game thing. But that's okay. It's still a B. It could be worse.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh snap, I have messages. How do I check them? Do I just click on him? How do I check them? Oh, right there. I'm silly. Okay. Hello, Amanda's dad. It's me, your friend Craig, who loves sports. I have nice and smart children who are good at computers. Aw man, great to hear from you, buddy. What's up? I'm still... Oh, I'm still strong. I'm strong. Don't I know it? Say, I've been reading up about whey protein. You use it at all? I figured it'd help me develop some more muscle. Yes, I know what that is. My children are having a tea party and they wanted to invite Amanda, but we can't find her on here. You're also invited. Physical invitation to follow. Cool, I'd love to come. I'll let Amanda know. Thanks, Amanda's dad. Coffee time. You know dads love coffee. Gonna brew myself something black as midnight on a moonless... Wait, what? Oh. Gonna brew myself something black as midnight on a moonless night. I put on a fresh pot and work on a few word jumbles while I wait for it to brew. Hey, this one spells sorrow. Dad, you ready for today? I'm ready for every day, sweetie. Gonna tackle it head on. No, are you ready for the thing that we're gonna do today? The thing that you promised you'd do? Honey, I've already told you that I'm not gonna throw away my Tom Clancy novels. They're just stacked in the living room. I keep bumping into them and knocking them over, and you don't even read them. Wait, no, that's not what I'm here about. The tea party, Dad. Nope, don't remember that. Craig's kids, that hand-drawn invitation. Amanda walks over to the refrigerator and comes back with a hand-drawn invitation on a sheet of computer paper, inviting Amanda and Amanda's dad to a tea party. They spelled cordially wrong. Just put on some going outside pants and let's get going. I can go outside in sweatpants. Nothing's stopping me. Dad, just... Ugh. I'll see you in a minute. Fuck authority. Let's put on going outside pants. Hello, thank you for coming to our tea party. I do my best bow and present my daughter, who thanks them with a curtsy. This way, please. Briar and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. Some are occupied by stuffed animals, and Matt and his daughter Carmencita are there too. Matt raises a comically small plastic teacup at me. Hey, dude. How's the tea? The imaginary tea is absolutely wonderful. I taste a hint of lemongrass. Hello, Carmencita. Hello, Mr. Amanda's dad. Please have a seat. I sit down between Amanda and Matt. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair.
Hey, dude.
Hi, everyone. I turn to see Daisy and Brian enter the backyard and take a seat next to us. Sorry we're late. Daisy made me put on going outside pants. See, Amanda? Amanda gives me a knowing look and I return an obliging wink. She rolls her eyes. Is that really something your daughter had to pressure you into, Brian? I give Amanda another, even more exaggerated wink. She rolls her eyes even harder. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules for some high tea. Actually, it's common misconception that high tea was appreciated by nobles. Dad, shut up. Now, if you all put on your designated tiaras. There are little tiaras sitting on everyone's plates. Well, except for Brian's. His is a softball helmet. Oh, we ran out of tiaras. I don't think this is gonna fit me, but I appreciate the thought. Dad, you're royalty. Please act like it. Brian tries to balance the ill-fitting softball helmet on top of his head, but it immediately tumbles off and into the bushes. I'll get it later. Hey, everyone. Craig comes out with a teapot and a tray of sandwich cookies. Dad, is the tea ready? Yeah, it's been, steeping for a while now. Awesome. Would you girls like to serve your guests tea? No, thank you. We'd much appreciate our servants' help. Craig leans over to me. That's me. Craig places teacups in front of all of us and a single sandwich cookie onto each of our plates. He pours some tea into my cup. Awfully fluorescent for tea. I clink my teacup with Matt's and take a sip. Good lemonade. It's tea. Right. Very good tea. I lean over to Amanda, who's happily enjoying her tea. So, what do we do at tea parties? We enjoy the splendors of upper-class society, Father. She takes a dainty bite of her sandwich cookie. Marvelous. I gave her the wrong voice. I accidentally gave her the younger girl's voice, but that's okay. So the meeting of princesses has been called to order. Hear, hear. But I'm a warrior princess. I hunt and stuff, and I have, like, really cool sword.
We got this.
Can I be a space princess? I'll allow it. And I'll be a rock star princess. I'm also a space princess. Can there be more than one? Space is pretty big, don't you think? I changed my mind. I want to be a space princess too. Dad, what are you? Do I get to be a princess? Duh. Well, I guess that makes me History Channel princess, hacker princess, rude boy princess. Be hacker princess. I surf the information superhighway on my cyber deck, hacking into mainframes and unleashing havoc on megacores of the dystopian oh my gosh, that's a lot. Dystopian metropolis. Oh my gosh. I also rollerblade everywhere. I think I'll be a landscaper and general contracting princess. Barista princess reporting for duty. Hey everyone, CrossFit princess here. Not now, servant. If it weren't for the princess uprising, it would be me serving you, or it would be you serving me. We sip tea for a little longer, and then the girls run off to fight dinosaurs as space rock star warrior princesses, I think. They grow up so fast. It was like yesterday that I was helping Amanda throw her own tea parties. Did she make you a servant too? You betcha. Carmencita made me actually brew tea for hers. Pitfalls of owning a coffee shop. Pitfall? Your custom blends are amazing. That hibiscus one you gave me a while back was choice. Aw, thanks. It's really nice if the girls are getting along. Yeah, I'm really glad we moved into this community. We are too. Amanda's been kind of a role model to them, you know? I hadn't realized, and I don't even know if Amanda does either, but I guess they're right. All the girls in the neighborhood look up to her. She seems to go out of her way to play with them. I'm so proud of her. You better not proud dad cry at this tea party, John. I brought extra word jumbles if any of you wants to kill some time while the girls play. The day rolls on and the girls get all tuckered out. Amanda spends the whole day playing with them and taking their pictures, promising that she'll send them the best ones later. We all clean up and help put away the tea sets and tables, then head out as Daisy and Carmencita fall asleep on their dad's shoulders. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye, Hacker Princess. You want dinner? Nah, I filled up on cookies. Me too, I'm tired. Dude, same. Playing with a bunch of little kids who all simultaneously want your attention and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way? But also kind of a scary way. How so? I feel like I gotta be on my best behavior for them. I don't want to let them down. Is this because you still feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time? I corrupted her, Dad. She's secondhand smokes now. Well, those kids really look up to you. I'm glad that they have you as a role model. Shucks, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair. Dad tip number 69. It's okay to cry if you're feeling sad. Sometimes I feel like more people need to hear that. Sometimes I feel like I need to hear that. Okay, there's another message. Hey dude, I've got the runs. Oh, I've got just the thing. I'll head to the store and grab you a real chunky milkshake, cherry licorice, and a bunch of word jumbles that I find helpful in strenuous times such as these. What? Wouldn't that make it worse? Oh no, it's not for the diarrhea. Milkshakes are just comforting. Wait, why are we talking about this? By I've got the runs, I meant that I feel like running. Want to come with me to the gym? Why do I feel less excited about that than getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Come on, man, it'll be fun. You know what? Sure. When are we doing this? There's 30 minutes left in this meat hell marathon. I'm outside right now. I'm warming up. Okay. At least let me see if Betty gets away with the wolves. Wait, gets away from the wolves in time to get her sopressata wrapped cheesecake out of the oven. The gym just installed these new virtual jogging treadmills. We'll feel like we're running outdoors. Oh no. You can see other runners on the screen too. Let's try it out together. Other runners? Will I be able to keep up? Don't worry, we're here to cheer each other on. I'll be right there with you.
Nice.
Just get a rhythm going. Keep your heart rate up, but don't overexert yourself. You'll do great. Wait, what? Smile as often as you can.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I've got dads. Hey, this is Steven from Dadmazon? I'm out front with your delivery. Oh, okay, yes, I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry. I need to put on pants first. I can't find my pants, but I'm wrapped from the waist down in a duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. No, wait, I'll be right down. I found some sensible capris. Ooh, I got a package. Wonder what it is. Oh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. I opened up the box and started pulling out the packing peanuts. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's butterflies? Oh boy, I almost don't even want to know what Amanda was planning to do with these. Hey Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them? What? You ordered butterflies? You can order dead butterflies online? Wait, so these aren't yours? No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now. Okay, love you. I take a look at the box again. Oh, this is addressed to Damien's house. Bring the box to Damien. I should take it over to him. I jog over to Damien's house with the box. I pull back his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens. Mr. Phelan, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whoa, how'd you know I was about to knock? I don't know. Oh, okay. Anyways, I think this got delivered to my house by mistake. I hand him the box and his face lights up. What a wonderful surprise. I was just about to send a strongly worded letter to the courier service about this. Many thanks. Not to pry, but what are you gonna do with all those butterflies? Would you like to see? Alarm bells ring in my head. This is how you die, John Phelan. Sure. Damien leads me to his study, where he's all set up some sort of workstation. Above his desk is a wall of pinned butterflies, moths, and beetles. Oh, wow. That's really something, Damien. I'm quite proud of my little collection. You do all this yourself? Of course. I find it rather relaxing. How do you... It's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't ready quite yet. They'll need to be rehydrated overnight, so they're easier to work with. I have some over there that are ready to pin. Damien takes a seat at his desk while I hover behind him. He picks up a little triangular paper package and snips off the edges. He pulls out an all-black butterfly and shows it to me. I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise swallowtail. He gently opens the wings, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The back of its wings are gorgeous, iridescent green color. Oh, and the pigment on this one is so nice too. Anyways, pinning a butterfly is actually very simple. It requires a delicate touch. First, I'll pin through the thorax. Damien slides a pin through the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. He carefully arranges the antennae with forceps and begins placing paper and more pens on and around it. He does this so effortlessly, it's almost hypnotic.
Oh.
I have a frame here that I think this one will look quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit for a couple of days until it's ready. And then what? I remove all the pens and put it on display with the others. I take a closer look at Damien's collection. One with bright blue wings keeps drawing my eye. This one's so pretty. Damien takes it off the wall. Ah, yes. That's a blue morpho. One of my favorites, too. He hands the small frame to me. Here. I think this would look lovely in your home. Oh, I couldn't take this. I insist. Believe me, I have more than enough. Thank you. If you ever have an interest in pinning some insects yourself, you know where to find me. I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I'd probably break them in half with my butterfingers. Nonsense. You have beautiful, steady hands. You would make a fine taxidermist. Am I blushing? Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I leave. Do take care of yourself, John. Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you. Dad tip number 5. Everyone needs to know how to use power tools. True, true. Okay. Let's see. Who have we been on dates with? We've been on first dates with Craig, Matt. We haven't done anything with Brian or Robert or Joseph or Hugo. What time is it? 1:30? Okay. Wait, not 1:30. I meant I've been streaming for an hour and 30 minutes. Oh man. Okay, let's see about Brian. Man, I don't know how to feel about hanging out with Brian anymore. But it seems like Daisy and Amanda got along really well. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and hang out with Brian more for the sake of the kids. I crack my knuckles and start typing. Hey Brian, great. Oh, I'll wait till he finishes typing it so I can see the whole thing. Hey Brian, great grabbing burgers with you at the cookout yesterday. We should get the kids together and hang out soon. I wait a couple minutes until a ding comes from my computer and a message pops up on the screen. It's Brian. Let's see what he has to say. Hey man, always love a good burg with my buddy. We should definitely hang out. What do you think about mini golf? We could bring the girls out and have ourselves a little friendly competition. Rock on, Brian. He signed his name. That's cute. Friendly competition? That's perfect. I know Amanda and I will crush Brian in mini golf. I've been taking her to mini golf courses since she was a little kid, and I'm proud to say that she's almost better at it than I am. Almost. I type back. That sounds great, man. Name the time and the place. Hey, Amanda. Hey, would you be up for some mini golf with Brian and Daisy? I'm a little out of practice, and I know my backswing leaves something to be desired, but I think I could keep it out of the negatives. Perfect. Come on, kiddo. Let's do this. You ready for this? Arr, matey. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Why are you talking like that? Because this mini golf course is pirate themed? I just now realized that we are indeed standing on a giant pirate ship out in the middle of a putt-putt course. Oh. Come on, Pirate Dad. Won't you talk like a pirate with me? Arr, ahoy. Scurvy? Avast ye. I'll make Brian and Daisy walk the plank with me. Superior golfing abilities. I mean, the bloom? Come on, Dad. You told me that this was just gonna be some friendly competition. Friendly competition is dad code for actual competition. I need to prepare my body, mind, and soul to defeat Brian on the field of glorious battle. It's just mini golf. Just mini golf? It's so much more than that. I kneel down and place a hand on Amanda's shoulders. I just want you to know that there's no pressure. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it too much. But we have to beat Brian at mini golf. Whatever happened to just having fun? Oh, we will have fun. When we beat them. Amanda gives me a side eye. But before I can side eye her back, I spot Brian and Daisy. Ahoy there, mateys. Ahoy! Brian walks up with Daisy in tow. It looks like they already rented us some golf clubs for our mini golf excursion. Total power move. Why didn't I think of that? All right, first mate. I hear there's buried treasure in these waters. Gonna help me plunder it? Oh, Amanda, I don't think that's a real pirate ship. I think it's just to play putt-putt on. Amanda gives Daisy a look. I mean, aye, Captain. Daisy winks at Amanda. Ah, look at these two. They're two peas in a pod. So, you excited to get some mini golf in? Oh, you know it. You a gambling man? I know when to hold 'em. Depends on what's on the table. Do I get you if I win? Oh my god. I guess how flirtatious do you want to make Dad? Depends on what's on the table. We're gonna keep it cool. We're gonna keep it cool. Where are you willing to part with? How about the loser buys drinks tonight? Alright. But how about we make it a bit more interesting? I'm listening. The loser has to mow the winner's lawn this weekend. Well, my yard's pretty big. Are you prepared to take that on? I think you should be a little more concerned with how you're gonna maneuver around my hedges. It's high technical work. Not for the faint of heart. I don't think I'll need to worry about that. I'm very good at mini golf, you know. Oh yeah? Hole in one every time. What I just said is not a true thing, but it already came out of my mouth, so I have to stand by it. I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. Brian and I eye each other up and down. May the best dad win. Brian and I shake hands and lock eyes. It's about to go down. Oh crap, I gotta do stuff. Oh crap, what? What am I supposed to do with that? Oh my gosh, what is this? What are these angles? Ooh, that one was bad. Oh, that was bad. Dang. I don't know. Okay. That one worked. I was like, I don't know which one to bounce that off of. Oh, okay. I didn't think that one was gonna make it. I was not prepared for some of these mini games. Oh, yeah, no, I knew that was bad. That was so bad. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these just like oh wow, still S rank. Some of those like my brain couldn't see like the split-second snapshot of like where the angle was when you hit it certain places, so I was just guessing for some of them like, okay, try this. Hope that works. Oh, it didn't? Oh, okay. Amanda pulls me aside while Brian and Daisy start walking to the next hole. Hey, you having a good time? I'm having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time destroying Brian underfoot. I just asked because your eye's twitching. No, it's not. I feel my left eye twitch. Amanda raises her eyebrows. We're out here to have fun, remember? It's just a game. You're right, it's just a game. A game with extremely high stakes. A game where we're currently winning. Dad. Please, Amanda. Please nail this next hole for me. We need to keep this streak going. If it's really that important to you, sure. No, does that mean I have to do it again? Please, no. Amanda walks over and tees up for a particularly hard windmill hole. Gripping her club, she winds up and launches the ball into the parking lot. She looks me right in the eye and does an exaggerated shrug. Oops. I disagree with her actions, but I appreciate her act of youthful defiance. She walks over and pats me on the back. That was for your own good. Love you, kiddo. No, I do have to do it again. Dang it. Damn it. Why do I have to do this again? Amanda's the one playing, not me. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this one? What? Yeah, what is this?
You've lost your ball.
And this ticking makes me so nervous. Like, I can't.
Yo-ho-ho in a hole full of ball.
And what is this one? Like, what's it supposed to bounce off of? Oh, whoops. Oh.
You've lost your ball.
What? Why is there two holes? I'm so confused. I hate this.
You've lost your ball.
Oh my god. Can I just not? Oh, come on. If you gave that more time, it would have made it. Yeah, I feel like that's not the score I deserved, but okay. I try to maintain an air of professionalism because there are children present, but confetti cannons are going off in my brain and someone is placing a wreath around... What? Okay, what? But confetti cannons are going off in my brain and someone is placing a wreath around Enter Me with the words Best Dad emblazoned on it. Man, that was some good shooting there, John. I have bested you on the field of battle. Mini golf is no joke. Mini golf is beneath me. We'll say this because it feels like it could at least be kind of played off as a joke. Yeah, he liked it. And it felt good, Brian. Felt real good. That you bested him on the field of battle. Brian and I eyeball each other. Electricity shooting between us.
Yeah.
Arr, Daisy, did you have a good time? Yo ho ho, I did. We hadn't even found the buried treasure yet. I think we need to apply for a permit to dig around here. I can take Daisy home so we can get the city paperwork started for digging. You two go enjoy your night. Sounds like a plan, John. You cool with that? Sure. Just don't get yourselves into too much trouble.
Nah.
can do, I'll make sure we get into perfectly reasonable amount of trouble. Amanda and Daisy skip away, yelling about buried treasure. Bless that kid's tiny rebellious heart. Well, guess we should hit the bar now. There's actually a tiki bar attached to this place. How about that? Sounds like a plan. Brian and I walk into the Freaky Tiki, a kitschy island-themed bar. Palm trees adorn the walls and several fake parrots are strewn about. Ukuleles play softly in the background. Brian and I approach the bamboo bar. Guess I'm spending more time with Brian, which is a little more bearable since I won. Okay, I just gotta get my victory drink and get out of here. I think I already proved my superior dadness for the day. 2 pineapples of hospitality, please. The bartender whips us up 2 rum drinks inside of a hollowed out pineapple. He sets them on fire and we have to blow them out before we can drink them. I usually like to, drink my drinks. If you don't want yours, I'll take it. Miss out on the taste of victory? I don't think so. Take a sip of my pineapple of hospitality. Victory tastes fruity. Let's talk about lawn maintenance. I'm very particular. No electric mowers for me. I hand cut everything with scissors. I also only water the lawn with bottled sparkling water. I just ran out, so you're gonna have to import some. Italian is preferred, but I'll settle for Icelandic if that's all you have. It's sweet that you're willing to put all that hard work into taking care of your dead grass. What? My grass is perfectly healthy. It's okay, buddy. I just know the trick to perk it back up. I'll work my magic when I'm finished trimming your grass with the tiniest pair of scissors I own. Man, even when he's trying to be helpful, I feel personally attacked. While I sip more of my drink, I notice the TV in the corner. Hey, Extreme Makeover Deck Edition is on. I love this show. Always made me want to own a deck. Ugh, I hate this show. Why? It's so clearly fake. Well, yeah, it's reality TV. Who cares? I care. I'm a general contractor. I work with decks all the time. There's no way they're renovating those decks in a matter of 2 days. It's impossible. That's a 3-week job minimum. So you want them to cover those 3 weeks extensively in every episode? It can't be that interesting to watch a bunch of dudes slave over a deck for that long. Nobody will watch it. I don't like any of those home improvement shows. I want to watch stuff that's real. Like Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. I have terrible news for you, John. No, not them too. That's the awful truth. Not the ghosts, though. Those are real. Trucks just don't have emergency escape buttons. I've been lied to for so long. We both chuckle and sip our pineapples. So wait, you're a general contractor? Sure am. I actually helped plan the cul-de-sac we live in. Wow, nice work. Yeah, kinda took after the footsteps of my old man. He was a general contractor too? The best. He practically built half the town with his bare hands. It's weird how you spend your entire life trying not to become your father. Then you wake up one day and there you are. But I get to work with my hands and it pays more than enough to take care of my daughter. So it's an absolute dream job for me at least. Well, that's impressive. Building stuff has always been my weak point as a dad, and I've been okay with that until now. Now I must defeat him. I have that patio furniture that I haven't put together still sitting in the garage. Okay, maybe I should cool it with the dad competition. Gotta keep it light. Tell one of your classic jokes, ask about his daughter, stare him down unblinkingly. No, that's not how we're gonna keep it cool. Let's ask about his daughter. So, Daisy seems pretty smart for her age. Yeah, she's a genius. She definitely doesn't get it from her old man, though. It's actually a little embarrassing. She beats me at Scrabble constantly. To be fair, Scrabble is really hard. I can barely make good words when I have the whole alphabet in front of me, let alone 7 letters. See? We can keep things friendly here. This is perfectly pleasant. I could do this all night. Because I feel an innate need to impress Brian and prove I'm better than him, obviously. That's the only reason. I think. Let's keep it moving. Let's ask about his dog. So you have a dog? Sure do. I can't quite remember what he looks like. Oh, he's a little corgi. Always has a handkerchief around his neck. Yeah, I'm not getting it. I think I might need a visual reminder to jog my memory. If you happen to have any pictures of said dog, maybe on your phone? John, if you wanted to see pictures of Maxwell, you could have just asked. Show me the goods then. Brian pulls out his phone and flips through an entire album of dog pictures. Aw, yeah, that's the stuff. What a good boy. I look around the room and take in all the kitschy decor, looking for something else to comment on. There's a gigantic fish hanging above Brian, and I gesture to it. Cool fish. It's definitely fake. Really? Everything in here is fake. That palm tree over there is just a ficus with plastic coconuts glued to it. I look over. He's right. But I almost caught something like that fish once. Mine was bigger, though. Of course it was. Oh, really? Yep. I went on a trip to Hawaii many decades ago. We were out at sea for 3 days, catching fish, drinking beer. You know, guy stuff. We had a hot plate on the boat so we could sear the fish right after we caught it. Throw a little bit of salt and lemon on there. Oh man, that's some of the best food I've ever had. That actually sounds amazing. Well, it was the last day. Everyone had gone to bed already. But I was out there watching the stars. Had my line out too. Then all of a sudden it starts running. So I jump on the reel before it gets ripped out of the boat rack or out of the rod rack and start fighting with the damn thing. I'm out there for maybe an hour. Can't call out to my shipmates. It's man against nature. Finally, I'm starting to tucker the guy out. I get him up to the surface, finally get a sight of it. The biggest marlin I've ever seen. Hemingway-esque. I get onto the boat single-handedly. And you know what happens next? What happens next? The damn thing smacks me in the face with its tail. Knocks me out. I wake up the next morning on deck. The fish is gone. Never felt dumber. So it got away? I think there's another version of me that would have spent the rest of my life trying to catch that fish, Captain Ahab style. I'm sure Daisy would have been supportive. Aw man, fishing's the life. Haven't gone enough lately. You go fishing? Actually, I have a confession to make. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I having this inexplicable urge to be vulnerable with him? I can't tell him that I'm terrible at fishing. I lean in close. I'm the best at fishing. No one can outfish me. Oh, so either way he's gonna lie. It's just how well he lies. Let's go with the last one. I'm simply the best out there. Okay, since you're such a pro, I'm taking you fishing. Do you want to go fishing? Wait, don't answer that. Yes, you do. We're going fishing. Oh no. Oh, I don't know. Come on, it'll be a blast. I know the perfect little fishing spot. I'll bring some beers. We can just sit back, relax, and reel in some trout. We'll bring the kids with us. Come on, you know you want to. I've been cornered. Yeah, okay. Brian gives me an exuberant high five. Yes! Maybe we'll see who can catch the most fish, so I can get you mowing my lawn. You can try to beat me. They don't call me John good at catching fish Phelan for nothing. I'm spinning a web of lies that I fear one day will consume me. Sounds like it'll be a scrap. Brian and I finish our drinks and head outside. Till next time. Oh no. So we either dad pun this with this is a great opportunity for friendship, or I'm real excited, or kiss my bass, Bryant. You know what? No, that's too. I love that. We're gonna go with that one. Kiss my best. Oh, he didn't like that one. Brian extends his hand and gives me a friendly but firm handshake. I see that competitive fire in his eyes. This is gonna become a whole thing, isn't it? Oh no. Once Brian takes over babysitting duties, Amanda walks home with me. She immediately plops down on the couch and flips on the TV. Man, I messed it up. We were bonding. So, how was your hangout with Brian? He wasn't too spicy about his crushing defeat, was he? Nah, he was pretty gracious about it. Like, frustratingly gracious. Yeah, how dare that guy have some decency? Come on, Dad. He seems like a neat dude. I think so? I don't know. The guy loves a good competition. And then again, apparently so do I. What did you and Daisy end up doing? Oh, we hunted for treasure for a bit, but Daisy is really adamant about not digging without a permit. So we just watched some documentary about theoretical physics. I put her to bed and then sat around eating Brian's food. Don't tell him I said that. That's standard babysitting protocol, I believe. I really like hanging out with Daisy. She's super mature for her age. Yeah, Brian says she has a hard time relating to other kids. She kind of reminds me of you at her age. Although she doesn't bite people as much as you did. I can't believe I'm finally the cool older kid. Feels good. Gonna hang out with Brian again? That's the thing. He wants to go fishing with me. Oh. I told him I was an amazing fisherman. You hate fishing. I know. I kind of panicked. I'm sure I'll be fine. All you have to do is wake up at the crack of dawn and sit silently in a boat on a lake for hours on end, with no promise of a tangible reward, your only companion being the fear and doubt you harbor deep within your heart. Fishing is fun. You remind yourself as the world darkens around you and you wonder if it's really you staring back at yourself in the lake's reflection or simply just the abyss. Yeah, laugh it up, Amanda. You're coming with us. It's my constitutional right to outright refuse this order. Daisy's coming too. Well, I bet I could convince Brian to bring his dog. Fine. Sold. I'm in. Alright, I'm bushed. Gonna call it a night. Don't stay up too late, okay? You got it, Pops. Okay, well, I didn't make our date like super bad. Could have been worse.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, we've done Craig, Matt, Brian. We haven't done Robert, Hugo, or Joseph. Dad tip number 46. Do it once, do it right. Always use a coat of wax after a wash. Robert was pretty nice, a little odd, but nice, and ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I typed a message to him on Dadbook. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Wanna grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says that he read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. Let's watch cat videos on the internet. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch my maybe 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dadbook to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. I might as well make the best of my day. I get up, walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV. History Channel, Food Channel, Game Show. Let's do Food Channel. Oh, Meat Hell is on. You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include these ingredients: steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you are unable to finish cooking or if any of these ingredients are absent from the dish, we will release the wolves. Oh my God. I'm not kidding. Please help us. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for old Chef Phelan to cook a gourmet delicacy. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Microwave some eggs, mustard. We're not just gonna eat mustard. Let's make a sandwich. I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs a plate? The sandwich. A lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. No! I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. 5-second rule, right? I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong, in my mouth. Wait, I'm a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang over the door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spent a couple minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam. I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. Wow. And welcome to the jam. I pull up from the three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forget the rest of the words to the song. No look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something something, Space Jam. I managed to just barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. Then we cook dinner together. We're proud of ourselves for not even coming close to burning down the house. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped, Toddler Tournament. What you have here in front of you is a molecular deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar demi-glaze with cream fraise, of course. This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately burst into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then, my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dad Book. It's a message from Robert. You up? What you doing? What does that mean? Oh, well, I guess I should have like read it out, but it's spelled like W-Y-D. What does that mean? What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. I'm just chilling. I type back just chilling. Amanda deletes the G and hits send. It'll make you look cooler. A couple of moments pass by. Another message pops up. Wanna grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kind of late. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You're trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Fine. I type back a message to Robert asking him for the details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw a nice jacket on and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert in the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy.
Hey.
Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh. I brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy. You brought a third wheel to our date is what happened. Aw man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me.
Give it a rest, buddy.
Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? Beer, something tropical, whiskey straight up. Well, I know he would like it if we drink whiskey, so when in Rome, I guess we're drinking whiskey. A dad after my own heart, huh? Robert orders three shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I was expecting my night to be going. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seems like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, alright. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So where are we headed? Irish we're drinking. It's an Irish pub. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart.
Give it a rest, buddy.
Puns are the lowest form of humor, John. Try harder. Ouch. Am I gonna be the butt of all the jokes all night? Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. We walk into Irish we drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? Whiskey hasn't failed me yet. Beer might be good. Don't they make fruity Irish cocktails? Whiskey hasn't failed me yet. Let's do it. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and sidles up to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we?
Hey.
Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly.
Hey.
That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly a paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey, John, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. So Edith's kids snuck some pot brownies onto the table of the last bake sale, right? And I spot the little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad and blah, blah, blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and everything was gonna be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped.
Give it a rest, buddy.
Mary looked directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What? You know, the devil's lettuce. I
Hey.
have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. Wanna blaze? I'm a law-abiding citizen. Let's make a joke out of it. You with the feds? I worked hard for what I have, and no 2-bit corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want to run. What? Remember? You come at the king, you best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Robert giggles helplessly.
Hey.
I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine.
Hey.
We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just want some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Lots of eligible bachelors around here, huh? Could you get the next round? Trying to ditch me, pal? No. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. John wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Oh, that sounds scary. Go with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger looking man at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kinda delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. She reminds me of the song, like, Man Eater by Nelly Furtado. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night. And I gesture to her across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at the young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just the thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Aw, man. You know I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types? Oh, don't worry. I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in ya? There's so much wild in me. That sounds so too much. I have a child I need to care for. Well, I mean, that's true, but like, she'll be fine. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? Think you can go shot for shot? Oh no, I feel like Robert's gonna kill you. Like he's gonna give you alcohol poisoning. There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool. He probably hates small talk. So how are things? I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fill in dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence, or that they're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence. I mean, that's pretty true. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh, all right. Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer. Mary giving the hard sell to that young man. The young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Huh, maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know. It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they've ever had, gone. No. Great. Me either. Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously again. We sip more whiskey and watch people some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other man excused himself to the bathroom and I assume crawled out the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey. Inside voice. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary's gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists it's not his birthday. I could just picture her doing it like the full-on like Marilyn Monroe style too, you know, where it's all like breathy. We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. I follow Robert through the street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally a liquor store. Wait here, I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles and brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting. It's delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. I start to say something. Think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier, and stop. I sip on my wine and watch the cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock, back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. I got a problem with authority. I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the sign, right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack. Dude, run. I leap up and dart into the nearest alley. Wine in hand, I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable for the heinous crime, I stop and catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I'm starving. Let's get pizza. Can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until eventually we end up in a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Pete's Piece of Pizza. Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out the stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh wait, John, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Of course. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each giant slice on a paper plate so saturated with grease that I'm worried it'll fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and I wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. You said it. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear a noise coming out of the slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in ya? You betcha. Good on ya. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Shh. Don't shush me so loud. Shh. We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look into the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a row of few teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the back of the theater and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of the movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with. Kiss already! There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah! The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. Ernest! Hey Ernest, I know you. It's me, your neighbor. Hi. Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. He kissed anyone yet? It turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out of the tiny island near New York to profess his love for the woman who, for some reason, he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing here. Boo! Love is dead! Shut up. It's beautiful. No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen, and you're going to sit here and appreciate them. Okay. Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good, wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders, catering, fed a bunch of people so that they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. We let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over, he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of this film. We leave the movie theater. We stumble into the theater parking lot, polish off the rest of our wine. Hey, assholes. Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me in the knee. My knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? That's my good knee. My orthopedist is gonna be pissed. Ernest tossed another rock up and down his hands. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and movies got really expensive. Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and I'm probably going to feel super sore in the morning. We ruined it for you? That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back. That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What classicism mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What?
Whoa.
Have you ever seen any Michael Powell? A Matter of Life and Death? 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man. No, you listen. That popcorn ash drivel the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You of all people should strive for a higher standard in that art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sake. Oh, now you've done it. Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. Ah! I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me hard as he can in the knee. Fuck my knee! Robert gets in between Ernest and myself. It's as if he's seeing red. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts! Alright, buddy. Talk like a punk, get hit like a punk. Robert squares up into a boxer stance. Queensberry rules. 3 minute rounds with 1 minute rest in between. No low blows, fish hooks, J grabs, or high blows. What? And don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points. You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensberry. We're just gonna go. Ernest and his friends wearily walk back. Robert calls after them. The Queensberry Association will hear about this and consume better content. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight that kid? Are you kidding me? I never would have hit a child. That would be despicable. You throw the rules at them, though. They always bolt. Nobody wants a Queensberry sanctioned throwdown. But full disclosure, I made half that up. Wow. See, you don't even know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here.
How dare you?
Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood. I'm so sorry. I get really into the art of filmmaking when I drink. It's okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever seen any Sam Fuller? I haven't. Fuller is cash. Thanks for defending my honor. Thanks for the dinner and a movie. Thanks for the adventure. I mean, I wish you could thank him for all of these. Thanks for the adventure. Adventure is all I got, buddy. Robert throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. That was an interesting night. I liked it. A smile forms on his cheeks, a rare sight. Let's hang out soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder. Night, buddy. Robert heads back inside and I stumble my way back home. Crime? Why is crime so high? Property damage? Dang.
Where'd my pants go?
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright, let's see what these messages are. John, listen. This is you from the past. Whoa, how has this happen? I figure you're trying to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from you earlier this morning, when it's socially unacceptable to get out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. Future is amazing. Listen, life is short and ice cream should always be acceptable, but unfortunately, this isn't the society we live in. And it's less the society we live in and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto other people. But you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it is a certain time in the day in which nobody will bat an eye for you going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good. Me. Buy that ice cream. You know what? I've earned a treat. On my way home, I decided to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully plan to eat directly from the tub. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out just what type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road? Pistachio? Oh, Amanda's probably gonna want some too. Better grab 2 tubs. She really likes cookie dough ice cream, right? Hey, mister. I turn around to see Ernest leaning up against the wall of the convenience store. Ernest? You're cool, right? I'm cool. But I don't see what that has to do with anything. Well, if you're cool, you'll help me out, right? Help you out? There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. So if I give you 20, will you go buy me an e-liquid? Ernest, what's e-liquid? It's like, Gatorade. Electrolyte liquid. I get myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. Classic fiddle game. You know the deal. Oh, if you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I gotcha, little buddy. And I didn't know you played the fiddle. Just ask the clerk for blue Cransapple Vortex. He'll know what it is. Pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough for Amanda. I search around for some blue Crazen Void Star, but can't seem to find any. I turn to the cashier. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. Got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered. I switched shampoo recently. Is that taking some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. Wait a minute. Are you just trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream? Because it's working. I glance outside a spot and find Ernest staring at me. Double wait a minute. So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink? It's for vaping. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better give that kid a piece of my mind. I see. Okay, look, I'm gonna pretend that you didn't try to trick me into buying you the old Baphomet's cough syrup and then go inside here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram. And stop vaping. You'll get popcorn lung. Popcorn lung. I know that's not actually funny because that's actually very bad and scary, but like it just sounds funny. What if I give you 25? Go home, Ernest. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can't get popcorn lung from microwave popcorn, you know. Wait, you can get popcorn lung from microwave Wait, you can? What? I'm confused. I don't even know what that is. Okay. I no longer trust that child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. I go back inside to complete my purchase with the good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. I glance out the window while to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. Guess I should go outside and save this other guy some grief. Wait a second, that's definitely a cop. Oh boy. I grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Ernest is already face down the hood of a squad car. Ernest, did you seriously just try to get a cop to buy you e-liquid? Do you know this kid? I'm a friend of his dad. Yeah, we live in the same cul-de-sac. I know his dad. Listen, he's a good kid and I'm this boy's father. I turn around to see Robert walking up the street and toward the convenience store. Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer. First of all, good first instinct. Remember that you're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father? Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident. Oh, I don't like talking about it. That's fine. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye. It all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then. New metal was still in style. Ernest and I were down in the Florida swampland scavenging for... Sir, I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good. Thanks, officer. Ernest, come along. You'll be cleaning grout out of the rain gutter for a week thanks to this transgression. The police officer gets back in his car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Thanks. I want to say Richard? Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Get in trouble plenty of times in my life. Just trying to do a good deed for the day. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you.
Oh?
Hey, John, will you walk Ernest home with me? Sure. Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us, which is a thing I think kids do. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age.
Huh.
Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Seems like he tortures his dad.
Hey.
Seems like he tortures just about everybody. He even stole your wallet. What? No, he did. I pat my back pocket. I pat the rest of my pockets. He stole my wallet. Why are you doing this to yourself? What? Robert points at a tub of ice cream. One of them's for Amanda. I have no qualms with the quantity of ice cream you purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality I'm talking about.
Oh.
You work hard, John. You're a good dad. Don't you think you deserve top shelf ice cream? But these were on sale.
Oh.
You're not going to treat your if you're not oh my gosh, if you're going to treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean, real pistachio. You deserve it.
Oh.
We arrive at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs into his home. That boy is the reason why we don't have prizes in cereal anymore.
Hey.
Catch you around, John. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. I stole it back. Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain like back in the ska days. Smell you later. See you, Robert. I go back inside my home, ready to spend the rest of the night with 2 tubs of ice cream, and also Amanda.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Check out. Hey, John, what are your feelings on poker? Ow, I just hit my elbow on my desk. Beyond hardly knowing her. Poker? I hardly know her. There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take the shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games and I figured I should send an invite your way. Sounds great. I love losing money. Cool, dude. See you soon. Tip number 27. Don't eat too close to your bedtime. Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's house. I put on my going out coat and walk over. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under one arm. Crap, I should have brought something. Hey, man. Crap, I should have brought something. No worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been at this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. We pass through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. John, glad you can make it. So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Craig's the resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? Poker face. Hey, I wasn't terrible. I'm not bad at poker. I'm definitely good at poker. Everyone stares at me. Okay, maybe that was a little too defensive. Okay, I'm bad at poker.
Nice.
There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs. This is basically my tithing. I'm giving back to the community.
Wink.
Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks. Guess who brought the pigs in a blanket? Not Craig. Hey, my chia seed and granola energy balls are just as delicious. Let's just get to the game. We all take our seats at the table and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple rounds go by easily as I'm getting the hang of things, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how'd you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just start getting a feel of everyone's tell. Like Matt will scratch his ear. Hey! Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. Now wait a second. And I think you just loudly announced to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yeah, yep, that's me. What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. The man's an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. See, you can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? Honestly, the man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute. I think he'd wipe the floor with any of us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company. Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it. Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah. What, are you a drug dealer now? Yeah, like burner phone style. Yeah, what do you need? Horse? Speed? Tijuana Johnnies? I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or designer, that's maybe 72 hours and a favor called. Maybe I won't need it today. Oh, maybe I won't need you today. Maybe I won't need you tomorrow, but someday. Oh, I think I'm good. Right. But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. I drop my phone in the toilet, and this is the backup until I can get replaced under warranty. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. We go back to playing. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket? I don't know. But they're really good. I think they might be cheese in them. Oof, I don't know if I got enough to raise you this round. You can always bet your firstborn. If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Briar and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. Buddy, you think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times. Actually, it's technically 5. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her birthday, but she's so grossed out by the fake poop, she makes me change the diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby. There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Daisy's got one of those a while back. One night I walked in on her after she tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked, and then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Big poop, but still. That reminds me of... Wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there already is. Can we just get back to poker and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand and we quickly forget about the poop. We ran out of pigs in a blanket, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at the coffee shop. It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys. I can see it now. Pierce the kale chips. Oh, I actually really like that. Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. Y'all look at Matt confused. It's maybe not any of your wheelhouses. How's the shop nowadays? Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring on another person to work the counter, but I haven't found any good candidates. If Amanda's looking for a summer gig, let me know. It's really nice of you, but I think she'd burned too badly by the coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively. Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all of his chips and is taken to tidying up, refusing to help any of the rest of us. Brian deals us all cards. So, what's it gonna take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast? Well, now I'm curious. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if it makes it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. Was saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral. Now you're talking my language. He throws the keys to his truck on the table. She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope. Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds. Deal the cards, Bry Guy. Are you sure you wanna? You heard the man. Deal. Brian heads the next round of cards, deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. So I know what you may be thinking. Robert pulls his old workhorse up for grabs, his only mode of transportation, at times in his life, his only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was like a lot of you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck, great biceps, but it didn't last long though. I lost everything in a game of Pai Gao in the back room of a Shenzhen tea house on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything. Gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near Xiaoxiu Park and had to make my new life from there. It took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back to American soil. And in those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear, loved deeper than I ever had, and lost it all many more times over. I've seen my own death, Craig. I know how I die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting. Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table. All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance?
I don't know.
Craig wipes the sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. I fold. Everyone erupts.
Nice.
Fine, the whiskey's yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing, or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas. Next week, boys? Next week. You got it. I'll be there. Sure thing. This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it tonight. Yeah, sure, buddy. Keep working on that poker face, John. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways.
Welcome. You've got dads.
My goal was to get through all the first dates in this stream. But all of these extra little side ventures have made getting through all of these first dates not possible in 3 hours. Because let's see, who do I have left? Okay, I've done what? Matt, Brian, Robert, Damien. So I still have Hugo and Joseph. Right? Yeah? Alright, we'll try. I navigate to Hugo's Dadbook page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come and replace them? Uh-oh. I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm going to be honest with you here. It's middle school class. I can get as much I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids I'd be accountable for, and they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you?
Oh.
Bad. But nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible.
Oh.
Everyone sucks. No self-awareness. It's a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40 plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day, top 40s pop. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What's your middle school experience like? I don't remember. It was so long ago, we probably rode dinosaurs to class and bartered for lunch with tiny skulls of animals we had slain. We probably had to walk uphill in the snow both ways too, huh? And we liked it.
Huh.
See? Middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. Get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you don't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Wellington threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vegas sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with the cool fish. Or with cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. Were you worried about that whale's... What, are you worried that that whale is gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put that fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of the ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. I arrive at the aquarium to find the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddled around their teacher in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo. It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming. I'm sure as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar.
Oh.
Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All of the kids look up for a moment and stare at Hugo, then go back to their texting. At least they're quiet? Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all. We'll see. The classes start filling into the aquarium and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packets? Honestly, it's just busy work so the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the old man and the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of human spirit by making them pet stingrays. It gives us time to check on some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander off to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to the brown and white fish with long Yeah. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Whoa. Their spines are venomous too. Nature is hardcore.
Yes.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out at the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. And they, just keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless as long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. Cool. Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one. Yeah, that's the blue nose wigglefish, humphead race, American longfin. Let's try this one. Did you know that? Paranormal fish trivia, psychiatric fish trivia, political fish trivia. Let's go with psychiatric fish trivia. This is the only species of fish known to develop clinical depression. Wait, are you serious? Serious as a heart attack. We're talking fish here. There's no time for jokes. That's a clownfish. Oh. Dang. Right. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids starting to fight over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming in the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow.
Hey.
I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? we can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. A great many mysteries lie in the ocean. It's truly fascinating to be able to observe it in a setting such as this. That's a very astute point, John. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edge of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, John? Oh, I think I'm good. I don't really... I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they'll probably bite me and my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are pretty safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the water. I touch the stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. Feels like a slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor of ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, aren't you supposed to be touching the fish? Sorry, I just get a little carried away Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that? Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Susan! Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after the middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think you might need a bag cop. Look, kid. We don't have time for games here. That's an easy 5 to 10. The clink. I'm not afraid to hit a child. Okay, let's not threaten the child like that. Whatever it is, it goes back in the touch tank now. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do. Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time, we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dumping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it begins to move.
Sweet Manchego.
Hugo leans down and unzips the bag. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back in the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan! What was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where he's gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. Gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt this was the first thing that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of small tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surround us. Look over here. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of the tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. That's actually the male seahorse. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones.
Oh,
Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Man, we thought we had it hard.
Ah.
I wonder if they'll have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All however many thousand of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Ah.
It's not really my specialty, but I do make it a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand in our everyday lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we have to see the penguins? Yes, we get to see the penguins. Wait, what? Oh, do we get to see the penguins? I misread that. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Hell yes. Our group of kids run around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puff enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to have a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad.
What?
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Wait, just kidding. It's very bad. Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to see the penguins and see a determined looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the other side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees her and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, everybody, everybody! I have an announcement. The whole room looks toward Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run to the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst! Hey! The girl whips around and looks at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here! Neither can you! I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are you even going to go? They're gonna live in my closet. Look, I just don't even have time to argue about this. We're going to get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. So they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Lay down the law, try to relate to her, bribe her. Let's try lay down the law. I prepare to raise my voice at Molly and then hesitate. Is it weird for me to raise my voice at a stranger's kid? Like, is it a parenting faux pas or something? Money. Give me money. Oh, this girl wants to be bribed. I'll give you 20 bucks right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, give it to me right now. I reach in my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, I have $12 and some change. Also, there's a button in here. Is that enough? Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We move to shake on our arrangement before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block the birds. Oh, crap. Mini game. I wasn't prepared. Oh, crap. A penguin escape. Wait. I don't understand how this works. Like, how am I supposed to block them? How do I block? Oh, what the crap? Oh, do I just keep doing it? And then, hey, no, what? I don't understand this game. What do I do? Like, what blocks them? No? No? I'm so confused. What it blocks? I don't understand. Do I just wave it in front of them? Nope. No. I don't get it. What do I do? Oh my gosh. They need to give me controls. This is ridiculous. How did a penguin escape? When did it escape? I can't see crap. There's too much going on the screen. I can't see. "18 penguins escaped." Well, I feel like our date is not going to go that well since I couldn't stop the penguins from escaping. Whew. Glad that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo's wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech.
Hey.
And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. "Molly, what were you doing in there?" "I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega." "You realize that penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have a dead penguin on your hands." "Well, it's the thought that counts." "No, Molly, it wasn't." Molly turns to me. "You owe me $8.
Sweet Manchego.
"What?" "I'll pay later, kid." Molly runs towards Susan. I suppose so that they can compare animal thief notes.
Ah.
"You're not off the hook, Molly."
Oh.
"John, did you just bribe a child?" I don't know what she's talking about. You can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in the world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back.
Oh.
Let's just get through today and get out of here. The day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load the buses, Hugo pulls me aside. "Hey, John, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver." "It's no problem. It was actually kind of fun.
Hey.
Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards?" "I love cheese boards." "Great. Well, I gotta make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around." Also, I don't know why I made him talk like that. Just, it came to me and now it's there. I walk inside to find an empty house. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door.
Oh.
What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
Dad.
We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw. Got to go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though.
Huh.
I'm surprised he helped complete the cover-up op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud? He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father.
That was exemplary.
Exemplary. Love how we still got an A even though like 18 penguins escaped.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, we're actually gonna save that so we can get through a date with Joseph. And then we're going to, I think, stop after Joseph's first date. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with the priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y. A light smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Yeah! Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do it, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I even talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Khakis? First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference.
Dad.
You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out sometime soon if you're not busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine, fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out with you and get to know you. See ya. The smiley face is a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. What'd he say? Hi, John. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I were making treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. Joseph. That wasn't too bad. He used a lot of exclamation points. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with a tilde. Oh. I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun, John. Great. Come on by the house as soon as you're ready. We'll be here. Well, I guess I'm doing this. Save a brownie for me? Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore. Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make any promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops. And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me? Weird? Never. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, John. But what if they hang a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they are all praying? Do they pray before dinner, during dinner, over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open, a shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? John? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey. Hey, oh, it's Chris. Oh, whoops. Chris, right. Hi again. I'm John. I know what your name is. Oh yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, Please don't say it. Jesus? Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad? Before I can finish, Chris walks into the adjacent room, leaving me in the front open doorway. Home? This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph, he peeks his head around the corner.
Oh.
John, you made it. John approaches me with arms wide. I'm so glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? I am not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Good one.
That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in.
Hey.
Joseph leads me into a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming.
Yeah.
I believe you met Chris, who left you outside. Chris? Are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. Must be really shy. It's alright. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start out on the best foot in the world. Plus, being the eldest in a big family can't be easy.
Oh.
We try to cut him a little slack where we can. Ah, there are the twins. Christian, Christy, say hello to John. Hello, Father. Hello, John. Kids, come on, dial it back on the creepy twin shtick. Creepy twin shtick? Egg them on. Can you two say, come play with us, Danny? Oh no. The twins stare up in unblinking unison. Come play with us, Danny. Joseph covers his mouth and looks away, but he's clearly holding back a big laugh. This is it. This is my Dad World series. Okay, now say, please help us, Mother. Wait, Mothra? Please help us, Mothra. Please help us, Mothra. No, I can't take it. Joseph is trying his best not to break in front of the kids. The twins seem to be catching on and look eager to bust their dad. But can we keep it up? Go with something creepy, go with something obscure. I mean, he liked the... What was it? There wasn't a Shining reference earlier? Oh gosh. Now say, they all float down here. They all float down here, Father. Joseph can't take it anymore. Despite his quiet protestations, he's laughing pretty hard into his hand, and the kids giggle at him. The twins, obviously pleased with their new arsenal of spooky weapons, leave the room to terrorize the rest of the community. My work here is done. I'm going to be hearing those lines for weeks. Next time we hang out, I'll teach them some of the lines from The Thing.
Oh.
Alright, so it looks like we got a bit of a troublemaker on our hands. You think you can out-trouble a career pro? I don't know about that. I'm suddenly interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now? That doesn't sound good. Christy? No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to come and stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves, and he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. Examine the bookshelf. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? There's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines. Hyenas of the Serengeti, the underwater mysteries of Antarctica, and on and on. Seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure. Unless this is a Mary thing. Who knows? Next to them are a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, the Bible for teens. He is a cool youth pastor after all. On a higher shelf, there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest ones look like Hot Body Johnson Sex Detective. The 8th installment in... Wait, this is a series? Examine the coffee table, examine the floor, head to the kitchen, examine the coffee table. There's a couple cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a 3rd cross. Unified design aesthetic. Smart choices. There's also a brass thing here. It looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think it's called sextants? Sex. Examine the floor. Well, you have this many kids and things are bound to end up on the floor, no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. I spot a terrifying cloth doll that appears to have had both arms pulled off several times. It's been stitched back together a lot. The tag says CC, of course. I set that down and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy. Keep being you, tiny houseplant. I spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks expensive for something casually tossed on the floor. There's a story here. It's none of my business. It's been a while. I guess I should go in the kitchen and see what's up. I walk into the kitchen to find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph.
Oh.
The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian?
Yeah.
He ran off. Christy dips a spoon in the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet.
Oh.
You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're so sweet we might have to water you down with spiders. No, not spiders. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and the squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl's locked in place. The man's a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
Save me from the spiders! Spoon duel the Spider King. I grab a wooden spoon and point it in Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast!
Oh.
Okay, John the Valiant. Let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me at Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy down behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight, or have you merely fallen into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now on guard! For a minute or so, Joseph and I mock duel with the two dumbest looking spoons in the room. Eventually, I strike a killing blow and the invisible heart between his arm and body, and Joseph recoils in horror. Blast! I'm defeated! You can never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste of the brownie batter. The magic? Oh man, that's way too sweet. Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero! Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit. Hey, wait! Do you want to make big brownies with us? Christy hesitates, then shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony! Sparkle Pony? Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes. Okay, go. Before Joseph can even finish the sentence, Christy is out the door and down the hall. Ahead. Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. Tastes it again, face twisting. And that is still way too sweet. So what made that crash? Egg beaters on linoleum floor. It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a sickly sheen of sugar chocolate candies throughout. And I have a feeling Christy had something to do with it. We need a fresh start. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so you'll probably be fine. Probably. Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. Alright, John, you've baked a cake from a box before. Once. How hard could this be? Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work, cracking the eggs and mixing the things, and then putting the things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies. Wait, Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose? Wow, John, way to use those dad skills. I bet you baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph. All we have to do is to bring these to the bake sale and voila, duty done. Now help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for a ponytail that sparkles. Joseph, hold still. What? Thumb in position and got it. Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? Oh, thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's really good batter. We should find Christy. Yes. Yes, we should. Do that, John. Joseph quickly composes himself. Alright, she can't be far. You take the delta position and I'll watch her 6. Do you even know what that means? Alpha Tango Sparkle. Roger, roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls me back. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car. Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at a church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing.
Oh.
Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Most must be a value pack. If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell the brownies.
Oh.
Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom. She's down by the other row of tables helping out with the other group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can only watch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age, I couldn't even get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep. Great age to deal with. While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all the baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods?
Oh.
Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually?
Aye.
Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. It looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa, someone bought a soft serve ice cream machine. I gesture to it. How are we supposed to compete with that? Please, this isn't my first time at the my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo. There's actually no rodeo here. It's just the bake sale. I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you? Oh yeah.
Oh.
We high five. If you bake it, they will come.
Hey.
It's not long before we have our first customers. Hey dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita. Great to see you guys out here. Happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know the owner of and the proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods. I have to scope out the competition. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you used a box recipe. Don't say you used a box recipe. We used a box recipe. Can't go wrong when it's spelled out for you. Joseph gives me a look, so he values honesty. Wow. I actually use the box recipe sometimes too. It's always better when you sub butter for oil though. Good to know. Alright. We'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high five Joseph as our happy customers walk away.
Oh.
See? Not so hard. Yeah. I'm hot off of the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. John! It's Brian. Close enough.
Oh.
Can we interest you two in any of our fine sweets or treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Let the man buy his brownies. Back down. So we'll put you down for 10? Better make it just 2. 1 for me and 1 for Daisy. Coming right up. You excited for the youth group movie night, Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie?
Oh.
It's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me.
Hey.
It's the Fast and the Furious. Really?
Yeah.
If you think about it, there's some pretty heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie, topography. Thanks, Joseph. Our two customers walk away with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock.
Yeah.
These are selling pretty hot. This rate will have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. Wait, what happened to the pews?
Oh.
Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. Oh my god, not Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for Young Man of and the Sea, but I can respect that.
Yeah.
Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach.
Oh.
In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth pastor seems like a lot of work.
Oh.
It is, but it's worth it.
Oh.
Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but... Do you ever really wish you could just drop everything and go lounge on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock? You know, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song? Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville.
Oh.
One day, my friend, one day we'll be on island time. We make a couple more sales to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig.
Oh.
Craig!
Yeah.
He's gonna be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar. Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely they're going to sell them on the brownies too. Probably won't be able to sell the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig.
Oh.
Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies?
Oh.
I don't know. Can't spell diet without die. Remember that one time? Hey, Craig, when we were freshmen, remember how our next door neighbors pranked us by switching out our laundry detergent with dish soap and how the washing machine exploded with suds? And then we decided to get back at him by baking brownies for them, but sprinkling high intensity hot sauce into the mix and then watch them cry after eating it. I would feel bad if we had to clean up the laundry room ourselves. Anyway, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get more. Maybe you should get one more for old time's sake.
Oh.
Craig thinks for a second.
Hmm.
Well, the girls just won a game.
Oh.
You know what? We'll take one for each of us.
Oh.
Even River?
Oh.
I'll eat hers. You've got yourself a deal. The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Box mix, huh?
Give it a rest, buddy.
Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here. Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes, which is actually... they're just brownies. Cute. And boring. And safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me.
Oh,
What's the rookie doing here? I was just hoping to introduce John to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What? Weird folk is all. Holier than thou types. Don't you think, John? Mary?
Give it a rest, buddy.
Let the kid answer the question. They seem nice. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool, I guess. Mary, can we talk about this later? Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep his cool. Can we please talk about this later?
Oh my god.
Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash.
Hey.
Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we've made. Feels like a hefty wad, if I may say so myself. Thanks. Now give me your wallet. What?
Hey.
Give me your wallet. You think this church is gonna fix itself? Mary. I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. Are you okay? She really likes pushing your buttons, huh?
Aye.
Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out? Joseph and I load up the folding chairs into my car. Christy nods off the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat.
Yeah.
I drop Joseph off in front of his house. Small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar.
Oh.
I won't keep you up then.
Oh.
Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also happy to eat the brownies. Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have to see that. It's fine, really. I know, but first hangout domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me.
Aye.
Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun, I promise. I smile. I'd like that. Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie out through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye. Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just me and you, Brownie. Eat the brownie now. Save it. We'll save it for later. I pocket the brownie. This might come in handy down the road. I step inside to find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, Father Unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to take care of. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really?
Yeah.
How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good life choice for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it.
Huh.
So what? Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one, or... I think for a moment and realize that I have the brownie that Joseph gave me. That would probably do better in someone else's stomach than mine. Heads up.
Whoa.
Wait. I hurl the brownie towards Amanda, hits the wall behind her and falls to the ground. Nice throw. She scoops it up and smiles at me.
Alright.
Thanks, Pops. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did. I sit down next to her and cozy up with the blanket. Awesome. Yay! S rank.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. And I think now that we have finally gotten through dates with all of the dads, at least first dates with all of the dads, we will call it here. I don't think I have to save it because I think it saves itself, but let me just check. Yeah, we'll just save just in case. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. But yeah, thanks for anyone who hung out with me, and like whether you lurked or whether you popped in for a little bit, I appreciate it all. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time for more of this, because I plan on at least like finishing, you know, obviously a route, but then like maybe going back and doing the other routes too. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry, this is a lot of talking for me. So my throat kind of hurts. So this is a good time to end for me anyway. But yeah, so see you guys next time. Bye-bye.